The moment I wake up and put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. I say a little prayer for you. Yeah. I like that. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another video here on my channel. I really appreciate all y'all support thus far. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the post notification button so that every time that I upload, you'll know. You'll know. So today I'll be doing get to know me tag, so that all those who are subscribed and those who come across my video will get to know me, Imani the influencer. And on today, I'm going to be sharing a little bit about myself, of course, but I first want to really give into what is Imani the influencer? Where did that come from? Okay, it all really started with me wanting to have a career in journalism and just in media in general. I've always loved content creation, even from a young age. And at the time, there wasn't a word for the type of things that I do now, such as an influencer, being on social media, sharing about your life, sharing about my faith, sharing about my experiences. There wasn't a word for it. So back then, I wanted to be a journalist and philanthropist. But now we have a word for it, which is influencer. And even before that, God called me to be an influencer. And I want to show you where exactly that is in scripture. Okay, Jeremiah 15:19. And once you got it, say I got it in the comments. All right. So, and it reads, this is how the Lord responds. If you return to me, I will restore you, so you can continue to serve me. If you speak good words rather than worthless ones, you will be my spokesman. You must influence them. Don't let them influence you. So that is the word of the Lord. And that's where I got the name Imani the influencer. Yes, it is twofold. That is a twofold word to me, influencer. Not only just in media, but also in ministry. My God, that's a word right there. And I just thank God for him clearly showing us that he wants us to be influencers of his kingdom, ambassadors. He desires for us to be influencers. So not only am I an influencer, but you also are an influencer. My mission is to influence for good. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Now let's get into the video. All the things that I'm going to be using will be in the description. Yeah, all the things I'm going to be using will be in the description. The first question here is, can you please post a makeup tutorial? Pretty please. Well, this is kind of a tutorial. Just watch what I'm doing, okay? But I'll make another video about how I do like my everyday makeup. So a more detailed video for you. So, yeah. What is your full name? Oh, this is getting personal. My full name is Imani Diavian Boudre. That is my full name. And yeah, it's a beautiful name, I know. What is your middle name? My middle name is Diavian. And at first, I was not feeling my middle name whatsoever, because I felt like I felt like it was just really, really ghetto, like Diablo. But no, I like it. No, I like it. This is when I was younger when I didn't like it, but now that I'm a little older, I like it. It suits me. Next question is, what is the meaning of your name? So let's really get into all the logistics about my name and the story behind my name. It all started when my mother, Faith, was in 7th grade. She learned about the holiday of Kwanzaa. And Imani is the 7th principle of Kwanzaa. And she was like, wow. And Imani means faith. So my mother Faith named me Imani because Imani means faith. There you have it, alright? But let's take it a step further. So I was born on the 7th of May. Okay? Alright, you got that? Cool. May 7th, that's my birthday. So when my mother was in 7th grade, she learned that the 7th principle of Kwanzaa was Imani, and Imani means faith, which is her name. And then I just so happened to be born on the 7th. Won't God do it? Won't he confirm a thing? Come on, somebody. So yeah, that is the story behind my first name, okay? In reference to the character from Sister, right? Why did she name me Diabian? Because she wanted me to have a D name like my dad, because my dad's name is Devecchio. Yes, Devecchio. So she was like, oh, okay, this is cute. We're gonna put Imani Diabian. And then my last name is my last name. I pronounce it that way because that's the way my dad pronounces it. Other family members may pronounce it. They pronounce it differently. I've heard them over the phone saying something else. I'm like, no, Boudre. Because that's how my dad pronounces it. So I'm going to pronounce it like how my dad pronounces it. It sounds a little bougie. Maybe because he is a little bit bougie. So am I. So we pronounce it Boudre. Moving forward. Simple. Simple. We're just gonna do something light and simple. Light and simple. Or should I do a smoke? Yeah. No, we ain't gonna do that. What's your nickname? My nickname, my family, they call me Pooh. Yeah. Yeah, my family calls me Pooh. I'm grown. Don't be calling me that. Don't be, my name is Imani. Nice to meet you. But I got a few AKAs. So Imani Boudre, aka Imani the Influencer, aka Imani Mango, because I love mango. So yeah. Where are you from? I am from the south side of Chicago.
Chicago! 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 Chicago!
I grew up in the Bronzeville, Hyde Park area. 312-773 is our area code. Okay. When and where were you born? Like I said, May 7th. Your childhood idols. Ooh, did I? Idols. Oh, now. You should have no other gods before me. Amen. So some people I admired and looked up to. More so like Raven Simone during her Disney days. I would also say I only had like. So here's the story. So growing up in like elementary school, like I gave myself one boy band to really like be into, because at the time there were just so many groups and stuff that being a fangirl is expensive. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Like buying tickets, buying merch, the hours of listening to music, the hours of just creating content, because that's something that I actually did growing up back in the day. With this one particular boy band called I Am 5. If you know, you know. But yeah, this is during my elementary school days. Me and my friends, we went to like concerts. We even went to the news station when they came into town to see them. And we was on TV and everything like that. So yeah, those are good old days. So OGs of Disney and I Am 5. Those were what was consuming my time in my adolescent years. I might even do like a cover of one of these songs. On my channel. Let me know if you want to see that. Because your girl was a fangirl just for them. I wasn't doing One Direction. I wasn't doing the Wanted, what was their names? Big Time Rush, Fifth Harmony, oh wait a minute, Little Mix. I was in the mix. It was Little Mix. What are your hobbies? Okay, some of my hobbies is makeup. Okay, makeup. Content creation. I love to sing. I be singing. I write as well. Minding my business. Amen. Love to read. I love to watch documentaries. That's one thing I do enjoy. Some hobbies I am getting into, I actually wrote a note. It's Legos, flower arrangements, and then mocktails. Because not everybody drinking for real. You know, like a lot of people would like a beverage alternative. So yeah, but I arranged some flowers for my grandma. Not those over there, but they over there, and they look good. So yeah, blend this out. Next question says, what was your favorite class in school? Top 3. Elementary and like high school and stuff like that was definitely anything pertaining to the arts. Okay, I was there for it. Okay, in elementary school, I was in choir and theater. And the crazy thing is, this is the crazy thing is, when I was in elementary school, we put on the production of Annie. And I love Annie. I love the theater. I love musicals. Like, throw on a musical, I'm singing all of the songs, okay? So I played in there in that. But when I was in elementary school, my role was the apple seller in like one of the orphans. So yeah, so that was my role. And then once I got to high school, during my sophomore year, I auditioned to be Grace, which was like the secretary in Annie the Musical. But lo and behold, I ended up getting the role of Annie herself. I was like, what? I was so surprised, but I wasn't surprised at the same time, because your girl is a triple threat. So I was like, what an honor. What an honor it is. What an honor it is. So yeah, so in high school I did music and theater. I did what else I did in high school? I played volleyball, whatever. But that's not the question. The question is, what were your favorite subjects? So like I said, anything dealing with the arts, theater, music, band. I really enjoyed economics and sociology for my college years. Those were top tier classes that I did well in, that I liked. Which is your current favorite song? My favorite current song is a song that I wrote that has not been released just yet. I was just singing it before I started recording. So yeah, but other than that, my favorite song at the moment, I screenshotted it. The song is called More Love, More Power. It's an old song, like a hymn type song, but it's been like revamped, covered by a Christian band called Catch the Fire Music. And the thing about that song is that it really talks about God. As much as, you know, that's what Christian music is supposed to talk about, you know? But if the song ain't pointing to Jesus, it's not pointing to salvation, cut it off. You know, some of these songs ain't got nothing to do with salvation. They got nothing to do with Jesus. It's like, what are y'all really talking about right now? I'm tired of all these songs that are just so sad and just depressing. I don't want to hear none of that. Yeah. That song, Walk by Faith by Ty Tribbett. Because that's how you actually pronounce his name. Ty Tribbett. In a rotation is this More Love, More Power. And it goes a little like this. More love, more power, more of you in my life. More love, more power, more of you in my life. And I will worship you with all of my heart. And I will worship you with all of my mind. I will worship you with all of my strength. You are my Lord. Yeah, that song really be hitting. But yeah, those type of songs I really did, because it's about God. It ain't about me. It's about Him. Whew. Is it blended? It's blended. Who is your favorite actor? My favorite actor is Robert Downey Jr. How you doing, sir? Love ya. Yes, him as Iron Man. Yeah, okay. That's also my favorite superhero. Bonus question. Yeah, I always forget his name, but just know I'm watching it. Hold on. Jeff Bridges. If Jeff Bridges is in a movie, I don't even care what it's about. I'm watching it because he's gonna serve it justice every time. Love him. Wait, I got one more. Hold on. Actually, I have four. So we have Robert Downey Jr. Okay. We got Jeff Bridges, Jonathan Majors, and then Marvin Jones III, but also known as Crondon. Them four. Anything they're proud of, I'm watching it, I'm supporting. Okay? Alright. I feel like I should do like a dramatic look. So want to do something dramatic but something simple at the same time. At the same periodic time. Have you been out of the country? Yes, I have. I've only been to Mexico. I went to Mexico for my 22nd birthday. By the way, I'm 22. But I went to Mexico for my 22nd birthday. I went to Cozumel, Mexico. And I had a splendid time. I did vlog it via TikTok. So be sure to follow me on TikTok and check that out. Yeah, it was really fun. I went with my mom and a family friend. And the resort was really nice. We went kayaking. We're on the beach. So I really want to go to Michoacan to go to the butterfly forest. Because that's where all the monarch butterflies be. During certain parts of the year, they migrate. Enjoyed Mexico. That is the only step that I have in my passport. Do you speak any different languages? No, the only language I speak is English, but I would love to learn Spanish and American Sign Language. Those two languages. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have an 18-year-old sister and I have an 11-year-old brother. Bless their hearts. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? Some of my favorite YouTubers consist of Jackie Ina, Aaliyah J, It's My Ray Ray, Kyra O'Monique, It's Only One Jess. This is just off the top of my head. I have a few more, but those are really the ones that I named in the beginning are like the OGs of like YouTube and of beauty gurus that I grew up watching, who taught me how to do makeup. So shout out to all the beautiful beauty gurus of their time and of their age. Thank y'all for teaching me what I know now, and it really encouraged me to really get into makeup, just watching their videos, and it really encouraged me to become a YouTuber finally, because I've been on YouTube since 2014. But just now in 2022, I'm posting content. Like, I've been wanting to like post content and stuff like that for a while, but I even have videos of me going to prom as if I was going to post my prom look, or me getting ready for prom, because back in the day that was the type of content that the girls was putting out, and they was slaying. I slayed for prom. I went to prom 4 times. But anyway, listen, I could recreate all 4 of my prom looks. That should be, I'm gonna do a video like that. Let me know if you want to see something like that though. Let me know if you want to see that. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is, and I just watched it yesterday. Was it yesterday? The other day. I watched it the other day. My favorite movie is The Lorax. One of my favorite movies. It just has a prophetic message. If you really watch it, you'll get it. But for one, it's a musical type movie, so just know I'm singing all of the songs. In Threeville, it's a brand new dawn. Yes, the whole, I might watch it again tonight. But yeah, That's one of my favorite movies. What is your most memorable childhood memory? Ooh. I'm trying to remember. When I was in elementary school, primary school, I went to the Shed Aquarium here in Chicago, and we went to a dolphin show. And they were looking for volunteers to come help the aquarium dolphin maintainers. I don't know what they're called. The trainers, the dolphin trainers. So indeed I did raise my hand with my little pigtail with the barrettes, and I'm like, it's me. It's me, Your Honor. So so basically they chose me to be a part of the dolphin show. Yes, me indeed. It was such a great experience. I wasn't afraid because I love animals. And I love going to the zoo. My dad took me to the zoo growing up all of the time. And it just something I really enjoy seeing, you know, animals and being in nature. So me going to pet a dolphin was the highlight of my elementary school experience. Like, the whole school was talking about me, like, yeah, Imani Boudre, she was chosen at the Shed Aquarium to help feed them fish and pet the dolphins and whatnot. So that's one of my memorable childhood memories. What social media platform do you use the most? Ooh, let's see what my phone says. Y'all checking y'all screen time. Number 1 is TikTok. I'm not going to tell you how much time is on there, but it's number 1 right now. TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. What is one thing you wish people knew about you? I'm really a quiet person. In all actuality, like, that's what I want people to know, that I'm really a quiet person. But when it's time to be extroverted, if you will, oh, your girls are gonna show up and show out. Once I'm comfortable around you, you know, then that's when, you know, I'm a full, you know, self. But for the most part, I'm cooling. I'm cooling with an accent, you know. I'm a real romantic. Like, I love those stories where they met on the train and, you know, they kept making eye contact, and homeboy ended up sitting next to her, and then they fall in love, and like all that type of stuff. I'm for it. But don't be creepy. You know, it gotta be mutual. That's the thing. It can't be one-sided. Like, it gotta be like, oh, okay. Not, why are they looking at me? You know? That I actually do care. Like, we live in a world where people are like, oh, I don't care. I actually do. Because that's what we all, like, truly desire. Like, to be cared about, to be cared for, you know. So it's okay to care. It's not gonna kill you. It's okay. I'm actually not as tall as you think I am. A lot of people, once I like met them in person, they thought I was much taller than what I am. I'm like, for real? I give tall energy? That's good. That's good, but your girl is 5'3", so there's that. But here's the key: think tall, All right, think tall. I am a hopeful romantic. Amen. People are like, oh, I'm a hopeless romantic. No, I'm hopeful. You know, it's me. It's gonna happen for me. All the, you know, lovey-dovey stuff, I'm for that. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Those like rom-com type situations, and like all of those, like I waited for you, I sent letters for you, like that stuff is so sweet. Like, of course, like I love that type of stuff. That type of romance. It's just like, wait, you was waiting for me all this time. Like, I was waiting for you too. See, you got me blushing. Like those types of like romance. I love that stuff. The love story that I deserve and I desire. It's gonna happen for me. Yep. Yes, indeed, sweetie. Supposed to be bronzing. I love bronzer. Love it. It just warms up the skin. Do you see that? One time when I was in my purse and I was trying to like spray my face with like a setting spray, like to refresh it, I almost put Trader Joe's grapefruit and lemon hand sanitizer. I almost sprayed it on my face with that. I'm glad I caught it before I went blind. But I got this, yeah. Whew, my Lord, I gotta put her hair back with this one. See, I used this in church last night. Ooh. I used this in church. Cause we was praising the Lord, okay? And I got a little heart. It's giving scan. Yeah? Yeah. Don't get that on me now. It's giving scan. Love the skin you're in. What is your coffee order? I don't drink coffee. I am more of a tea person. So if anything, I'm getting a chai latte. I'm getting a matcha latte. We're getting the passion fruit tea. And I actually recently put on my TikTok and pretty much on my socials, my new, well, it's not necessarily new, but the order that I recently got from Starbucks and how good it was. And I got quite a few of you told me that you actually tried it. So shout out to you all. It was like, oh, this drink is good. You gotta try this again. So the drink is the passion tea with lemonade with the dried strawberries from the acai, the strawberry acai, with 4 pumps of cane sugar or whatever sweetener you like, and light ice. Baby, too good. What's your biggest insecurity? Ooh, my biggest insecurity. Okay, it used to be my smile, but we already know that's getting taken care of. All right. So go check out my previous video if you haven't seen it already. But I will tell you what I'm working on, okay, and what I've grown to, what I'm growing to like about me. Okay, one is my voice, my singing voice, that is. At first, I've always sang. I've always done that. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, my voice is not like everybody else's. And I knew that it was insecurity because by the way I judge other people. You can tell what your insecurities are is based on what you hyper focus on when it comes to other people and other things. It's because you yourself are not content. I used to compare and contrast my voice with other people. And people would tell me, oh my God, your voice is so beautiful, and da 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 da. And I'm like, thanks. Like, no, but just because you're not doing 1,000,001 runs or, you know, whatever, does not mean that you don't have a beautiful voice. I didn't want nobody to say nothing to me about it, like, in a negative way. So yeah, that's one. And then my smile, like, I was growing up, I was a chipmunk. I did not smile with my teeth whatsoever. I didn't even notice until I brought it up. And I knew that it was an insecurity. It's because I would look at other people's teeth like, oh my God, their teeth are so straight, so white, so da 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 da. So it's just like, that's the insecurity because you're hyper focusing on other people and what they got going on when you should just be embracing what you have or do what you need to do to change it or get better at it. What is your shoe size? Why do you want to? I wear a size 9 in women. And that's another thing that I was very insecure about, my feet. Because I'm a short girl. Why do I have this size shoe? This was another insecurity of mine, you know, in the past. Probably still is. But, and how do I know? Because I also look at other people who are 5'3" or shorter than me with smaller feet. Or even taller people than me with a smaller shoe size. And I'm just like, this don't even make sense. What is your dream job? Honestly, truly, I don't dream of labor. But being Imani the influencer has always been my dream job. Being me, being who God has called me to be. I remember growing up like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? At first, I wanted to be a chef because at the time I was heavily watching Master Chef Junior and everything on the Food Network. And then I wanted to be a pharmacist. I don't know where that came from. Engineer. I wanted to be a glass blower. I had a huge obsession with glass blowing in my elementary school years. And I remember I was talking with somebody and it was like, glass blowers, they don't make a lot of money. And I'm like, it wasn't about the money. I threw that out the window because, you know, adults, they would try to like minimize their dreams because of money. I wanted to be a journalist because I wanted to work in media. I am on my way to become an esthetician. I'm excited about that. I'm going to be documenting my journey while I'm in esthetician school, becoming an esthetician, becoming an entrepreneur in that way. So stay tuned for that. In full circle, I am Imani the influencer. I am in media. I am an esthetician. To be, I was like, ooh, I want to be a philanthropist. Oh yes, I can do what I want to do with my money. Becoming a developer within my community. Next question. Opinion on birds. One is the peacock, and the second one is the hummingbird. I love the peacock because one, it's beautiful. It encompasses all my favorite colors. My favorite color is green, by the way. At first, it was blue, and then I was going back and forth between blue and green, and I was like, let's meet in the middle, turquoise. And every time there was like an icebreaker, you'd be like, what's your favorite color? I was turquoise. I was turquoise all of elementary into like high school, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with green. It's my color, and it's also my birthstone color, so that really helped a lot. Back to peacocks. So they symbolize power, strength, confidence, and divinity. Bird is the hummingbird because they are, I think, the only bird who flies in a figure 8 when they're like flying. So I'm like, ooh, that's different. So yeah, that's my opinion on birds, and those are my favorite 2 birds. I like it. Yeah. 3 biggest inspirations: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Speaking of 3, fun facts. Is it a fun fact or weird things about Imani? The number 3. I can put up the number 3 with my left hand, but I can't do it with my right hand. My right side of my brain won't let me do it. Like, this is cool, but this one, So with my left hand, I can do this, put up the number 3, but with my right hand, I have to do this. Anyway, my biggest 3 inspirations, like I said, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. My faith is my biggest inspiration because not only do I grow and get closer to my divine self, but I also know that I will get to my expected end, regardless of what I'm going through, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of my limited knowledge. Ultimately, God is going to reveal. So it's very important to know that we can do all things through Christ, who gives us strength. And then we have the Holy Spirit, which leads and guides us into all truth. And then we have God our Father, who knows everything we need before we even ask. So it's like, it's a win-win-win-win. Creatively, some of my inspirations are gospel music, R&B, soul, jazz. Yeah, those are some of my inspirations when it comes to my singing style. So this is actually going to be the last question, and it is, where do you see yourself being in 5 years? I see myself traveling internationally, preaching the gospel, me speaking at conferences, speaking to youth, speaking to young women, speaking to just a generation who needs encouragement, who needs empowerment to do what God has called them to do. And I'm starting here with YouTube, where I can reach thousands of individuals within seconds. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm just very grateful that, God called me, don't take it lightly whatsoever. Even though I've been wanting to do YouTube for so long now, I feel like this was the time. This was the time. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that you took a moment to reflect on some of the questions that I asked myself, that some of my peers had asked me for today's video. And I really hope that you were able to get to know me better. If you like what you have seen and what you have heard, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you're updated every time that Imani the influencer uploads here on YouTube. And once you've done that, I see you when I see you. Bye.